reinforcements, please, okay?
All right, that was the president earlier tonight in Indiana, warning of the consequences of a Democratic-controlled Congress. 2018 now is becoming and being designed and set up as one of, if not, well, probably the most important midterm election in our lifetime, in a generation, in 2 generations, because we know what the Democrats want to do. All right, here with reaction. Fox News contributor Jessica Tarlov and the co-host of The Five. He's got 2 shows. One isn't enough for him. 2.
Not as many as Kilmeade.
All right, it's our. Go ahead, Jessica.
There it is.
World. We live in Jesse's. Exactly. By the way, you're in Los Angeles tonight. There's no way you can win in Los Angeles. It's just impossible.
Are those the rules? If I'm out of state, I definitely
if you brought me
lose.
an In-N-Out burger back, I'd consider it because it's my favorite burger in the world.
There's still time. I fly home tomorrow, so maybe a victory might get you some
Don't try to bribe the judge, okay? You're not Russian.
Oh, that's great.
And you're already in L.A., so you've already lost.
Jessica, let me hear you say some good things about withdrawing from the bad, horrific Iranian deal, especially based on Prime Minister Netanyahu's intelligence and freed hostages and Kim Jong-un crossing the DMZ, and he stopped firing missiles over Japan and threatening the world, and we're now talking about denuclearization. Pretty good job by President Trump, wouldn't you say?
Not on all of those fronts, but I'm definitely pro-returning American hostages. So that's like
it?
1 of 8 that you listed
Kim
there, which I
Jong-un
think
crossing
is
the
decent
DMZ
odds.
doesn't factor high on your list?
No, that too. Everything that's going on right now
Little Rocket
vis-a-vis
Man
North Korea,
wants to talk
I'm a
about
big
denuclearization?
fan of. Yeah. June 12th, we will all be watching and waiting to see what comes out of that. I totally understand why the president is high on his accomplishments of this week. I don't think that we should have withdrawn from the Iran deal, especially considering that Bibi Netanyahu did not produce any new evidence and that Iran was not violating the deal, and we've left our allies
Jessica,
out
how
to
do you
dry. But
know
besides
Iran? Jessica, how do you know Iran's not violating the deal? The deal's so soft you can't even tell
Because
if
everybody
they're
says
violating it or not. It's like getting grounded, but your parents still let you use their car. That's how toothless it was. The ballistic missiles were allowed to run unchecked. Satellite imagery says they're nuking up underneath their bunkers. You know what? We paid them $1.5 billion in cash. What did we get for it? Just to delay their nuclear capability for a few years? That doesn't sound like smart policy. This is the same person, Obama, that gave us the Bergdahl trade, gave us the Paris Climate Accords. The Democrats gave us NAFTA. Why are we listening to these people that gave us all these bad deals? Let's try something new. President Trump has gotten Little Rocket Man to the table. Crying Chuck Schumer had a little problem with him fluffing Little Rocket Man's ego. President Obama was the one that was doing the tango, bowing, writing love letters, shaking hands with dictators. What's the matter with that?
There's so much to unpack with what you just said there. I would like to draw everyone's attention, though, to Chuck Schumer's excellent Twitter trolling of President Trump today when he took that crying Chuck Schumer tweet and then just wrote #BeBest, as Melania is so concerned with cyberbullying.
So crying Chuck is accusing the president of bullying him on Twitter. You know how lame and pathetic that is? These are grown men. He's not being bullied.
These are growing men. Look who started it. Not that we should be having a conversation like who started it, but the President of the United States of America is the one who started it and can't have an adult conversation about one of the most consequential decisions that any president in modern history is going to make.
He's a little bit more of an adult than Crying Chuck because he's not shedding tears, okay? Crying Chuck should be shedding tears of joy for the return of the American hostages. And we didn't even have to pay any ransom like Barack Obama, and we didn't have to release any terrorists from Gitmo like Barack Obama. In fact, President Trump and the military just captured top 5 ISIS terrorists in Syria right now. So I think the president's
did President Trump build a big soccer field to Gitmo? An expensive multi-million-dollar soccer field?
But if he did build the soccer field, it would have been on time and under budget.
Yeah, that's all true. He's winning. You gotta jump in here, Jessica.
What do you want me to do?
It's
I
a
can't
blowout.
Change my location,
You gotta defend yourself. Come up.
The only thing you can do is bring in an out burger. That's your only.
That's it. By the way, I like it animal style.
It'll be
I like
there tomorrow.
Both the vanilla and chocolate shake. Bring both. And the French fries are freshly made on premises. And the only other burger that's great, like In-N-Out Burger, and I think it's the best burger ever, is Crown Burger in Salt Lake City. They put pastrami on it.
I've never tried that.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they
like
will
a
get
good
you to Salt
pastrami
Lake City.
sandwich.
All right. It is
All right,
his
I'll
world.
detour.
You're living in it. Sorry,
That was
Jessica.
not
Enjoy
fair.
your trip. Safe
I'll see
home.
you next week in studio.